Got some breaking news north of the border. Canada's Prime Minister Justin Trudeau moments ago says he will resign today.
I intend to resign as party leader, as Prime Minister. Any vaccine we distribute to Canadians will be safe for Canadians. You know, our people who've probably gotten very sick from vaccination. There's no more excuses to not get your shot. Well, individuals are allowed to make their own choices. There may be all sorts of different reasons why someone is hesitant to get enforcement measures in place will make sure that everyone is vaccinated. And therefore, while not forcing anyone to get vaccinated, travelers across the country need to be fully vaccinated. People coming into the country need to be fully vaccinated. I chose to make sure that all the incentives were there. Don't get to work in the public service, don't get to go to movie theaters or gyms or restaurants, to encourage Canadians to get vaccinated. And that's exactly what they did. We got to a higher level than just about any other of our peer countries. Over the holidays, I've also had a chance to reflect and have had long talks with my family about our future. Throughout the course of my career, any success I have personally achieved has been because of their support and with their encouragement. So last night over dinner, I told my kids about the decision that I'm sharing with you today. I intend to resign as party leader, as Prime Minister, after the party selects its next leader through a robust, nationwide, competitive process.
Justin Trudeau. Fucking out of here, bud. Hey, and don't forget to take your yarmulke, your turban, your headdress, your cowboy hat, these two dudes, and your face paint with you. And I'm sure you got a couple of these buried in that closet you're afraid to come out of, so don't forget to take these with you too. And you know, I just got off the phone with Canada, and they wanted me to give you this little present to thank you for your 10 years of service and help bid you farewell. You ready, Justin? And farewell. So there you go. I even stuffed your little hat in there. You're already half packed, man. Just hit the road. And Justin, don't forget. Have a great day.
Meeting after meeting, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau rubbed shoulders with the movers and shakers in Davos. From Facebook to Microsoft executives, billionaire George Soros, and the CEO of Shell.
I'm sure there would have been opportunities or occasions for us to meet there, and I certainly hope so.
Hoping to lure wealthy investors.
To represent also a new, open Canada, Canadian constituency, which always has been a very loyal and very much engaged constituency here at the Forum.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Thank you, Professor Schwab, for your warm welcome. We are gathered here to contemplate whether we are in the stages of the fourth industrial revolution about to begin. There has never been a better time to look to Canada.
Trudeau will continue with his flurry of meetings with the world's richest and most influential, including the CEO of General Motors and the president of Switzerland. But we've also learned he's hobnobbing with Hollywood stars, having dinner with Kevin Spacey and Leonardo DiCaprio, as well as rock star Bono.
While other countries are prosecuting citizens who went abroad to fight for ISIS, Trudeau believes some returning home to Canada can still be rehabilitated.
There's a range of experiences when people come home, and we know that actually someone who has engaged and turned away from that hateful ideology can be an extraordinarily powerful voice for preventing radicalization in future generations and younger people within the... As you can also see, Canada is a place of free expression, where individuals and communities are free to express themselves openly and strongly. And we thank them for sharing their perspectives. Merci beaucoup. The small fringe minority of people who are on their way to Ottawa or who are holding unacceptable views that they're expressing do not represent the views of Canadians who have been there for each other, who know that following the science and stepping up to protect each other is the best way to continue to ensure our freedoms, our rights, our values as a country.
Next question.
If you joined the protests because you're tired of COVID, you now need to understand that you are breaking laws. The consequences are becoming more and more severe. You don't want to end up losing your license, end up with a criminal record, which will impact your job, your livelihood, even your ability to travel internationally, including to the US. We've heard your frustration with the measures that are there to keep people safe. We've heard you. It's time to go home now.
And the trucker protests early 2022 that Martha mentioned, that was huge. They were protesting public health mandates during COVID. And they had this Emergencies Act in Canada, passed in 1988, never before used. But oh wait, Justin Trudeau uses it. Then there's this Bloomberg headline that banks were collecting information on the truckers. It was positively Orwellian, the way the Freedom Convoy was treated.
That's exactly right. We even heard some reports.
So last night over dinner, I told my kids about the decision that I'm sharing with you today. I intend to resign as party leader, as Prime Minister, after the party selects its next leader through a robust, nationwide, competitive process. Last night, I asked the President of the Liberal Party to begin that process. This country deserves a real choice in the next election, and it has become clear to me that if I'm having to fight internal battles, I cannot be the best option in that election.
That pedophiles are in power. Yes. They are literally in power. And that is intentional because then they can be controlled while they are in power. And they are also exhibiting signs of a psychopathology that lets them know that they will do harm to the masses and feel nothing because they were themselves, many of them raped when they were children. Yep. It is not a coincidence that Justin Trudeau is gay. Obama, gay. Zelensky, gay. Emmanuel Macron, gay and married to a trans man who molested him when he was a child.
Says he will stay on until a replacement is picked. CBC is reporting that he's set to hold a news conference next hour. Trudeau is facing mounting pressure from within his own Liberal Party to step down. He trails behind opposition Conservatives in Canada. His job approval is in free fall. You got affordable housing shortages. You got persistent inflation. You got worsening economic outlook. You got all that up against him for Canadian citizens. So we'll get that to you next hour.
Good day. Canadians desperate to turn the page on this dark chapter in our history might be relieved today that Justin Trudeau is finally leaving. But what has really changed? Every Liberal MP in power today and every potential Liberal leadership contender fighting for the top job helped just for the country we know and love. Canada first, Canada last, Canada always. Let's bring it home.